In the last video, I discussed what doesn't make a good relationship. Now I'm going to discuss what does. I have the happiest marriage I know, and it's lasted over 38 years, so I do have some good ideas on what makes a good relationship. Statistically, my marriage should never have made it. I got married right after my freshman year in college, got engaged quickly, nearly died in pregnancy, and have children in the spectrum, among other things. Yet our marriage has stayed very strong. I married the best man in the world for me. He is my hero. So how did we make it work? How did a relationship with so many cards stacked against it be so successful? First, it didn't have the red flags I talked of in the last video. Second, I knew what I was looking for and tried to be the person who would attract him. Let's look at 12 things that make for really good relationships. The points I'm bringing up are in no order, so the numbers do not show priority. They are all important and good qualities to have your hero and heroine's relationship have, as well as yours in real life. 1. Trust and respect. So many people think that love is all that matters. It's not. Love is great, and I hope all couples have it. But love alone will not hold the relationship together unless it is truly agape love, and that doesn't come without trust and respect. I have many times told my children love is easy, trust and respect are hard. Marry someone you trust and respect, not just love. 2. Good couples bring out the best in each other. This is pretty self-explanatory. If a relationship makes us broody, defensive, critical, or in any way not our best selves, it isn't a great relationship. If you want to write good couples, they should bring out each other's best. 3. Each partner in a good couple is selfless, not stupidly self-sacrificing like the giving tree. They just care deeply about the well-being and happiness of the other and are willing to give to and serve the other person. Good couples have both people this way. If one is selfless and the other selfish, then the one will take advantage of the other. So in good relationships, both are selfless people, caring deeply about bringing out the other's best. 4. They share the same morals, values, and religious beliefs. Differences in these core qualities can be very hard to overcome, so if they are shared, the relationship is stronger and avoids a lot of stress. 5. The couple communicates well. Every couple is going to have differences. Good couples, when they have differences, don't fight and yell. They discuss the issues like adults. They don't blame and fault find. They don't use accusatory words. They just discuss the problem and try to resolve it. It is seldom that blame ever needs to be placed. Most people, when they do something wrong, feel bad about it, and they don't need to be told it was stupid. Rational communication really helps in good relationships. 6. They are equally yoked. This was explained in part 1 of relationships, explaining that oxen are yoked together so they work together and each pull equally. In strong couples, they both equally contribute to the relationship and to the family. One person doesn't have to do it all. Of course, they will have different strengths and weaknesses, so they won't pull equally in all areas, but they will overall each pull equally, helping each other and supporting each other. 7. Good couples usually take interest in what the other is interested in. Couples can be happy and not do this, and they don't have to share every interest. But if something is important to one, it should be important to the other. As I said, you don't have to do everything together, but sharing interest is bonding and gets the couple spending more time together. Good couples try to be involved in each other's lives, and sharing their interests not only does that, but makes them feel good. Wouldn't you like people to get excited about what excites you? 8. Commitment. Commitment can't be overstated. When we get married, we make a commitment to love and honor through the good and the bad. No, I'm not saying to stay in a relationship with a spouse that cheats on you. I'm not talking extremes here. A good relationship is committed. Every marriage is going to have hard times: poverty, sickness, unemployment, handicapped children, accidents, and many other things can go wrong. So many people these days, when the going gets tough, break up, not keeping to the commitment they made. Too many couples are living together with no commitment at all, planning on leaving if it gets hard, or they just don't feel fulfilled. With that attitude, a relationship will not last. Now, when dating, sure, break up for any reason you want. But once committed, that commitment needs to be kept on both sides. In good relationships, the couple pulls together through hard times. Or even when they don't blame the other for the hard times or let it destroy them. In many countries, arranged marriages work because the couple understands commitment and works to make the arranged marriage work. I actually had friends from a country that still does arranged marriages, and they are very happy because they choose to be. Happiness is a choice. Commitment is a choice. Good marriages are strong, not because they have no problems, but because the couple chooses to stay committed through the trials. 9. Taking responsibility for their actions. In good relationships, people don't blame and become defensive. They own their mistakes, take responsibility, try to fix what they did, and move on. Everyone makes mistakes. I've seen too many people who, instead of owning their mistakes, dig in deeper to deny what they did. They blame others and rationalize. Own your actions. It doesn't make you a bad person to make mistakes. We all do. It makes you human. Owning your mistakes, apologizing, fixing them, and then forgiving yourself and moving on shows maturity. If you want a really good relationship for your hero, he'll do this. So will the girl he's in the relationship with. 10. Validation and empathy. I used to work at a Renaissance festival with my daughters, and we had a friend who did slack rope and an act called Up in Flames, where he would light an inclined tightrope on fire and walk up it. He was amazing and a really nice guy in real life. We were talking to him one day, and he said that when a woman is upset, the best response is not to try to fix her problem, but to say, "I'm sorry, that really sucks." It is true. It's a great response. Here's why. The "I am sorry" validates the feeling. So many people, when they see someone going through a trial, try to console the person that it will all be okay, but may inadvertently be sending the message that it's no big deal and what the person is going through is trivial and his pain isn't valid. So the "I'm sorry" validates that the problem is real. The "that really sucks" validates that the pain is real. At times, people are overly sensitive, but even so, they are still hurt. Telling them "I did not hurt you" is not validating or empathetic. Asking how you hurt them, assuring them it was unintentional, and dealing with it in a loving, rational way is great. Blowing them off isn't. Good relationships don't enable, rationalize, or excuse, but they do validate feelings and show empathy, which makes the person feel of worth and cared about. 11. High but realistic expectations. Many years ago, there was a study done of successful families, and it found that successful families did not have many rules, but they did have high expectations. Rules are control, enforce, and don't make children feel like their opinions matter. High expectations make children feel responsibility for their actions, encourage them that they can succeed, and lead to more successful children. In boy-girl relationships, the same is true. High but realistic expectations encourage the other to bring out his or her best. High but realistic expectations of ourselves help us bring out our best too. High expectations show confidence and belief in the other person. If that belief is backed by support, then people do rise to their best. 12. Happy couples express love and gratitude on a regular basis. Thank you and I love you are words that should be said often. That's pretty self-explanatory. Sincere compliments go a long way. That wraps up my 12 pieces of advice for good relationships. Remember them when writing love interest. Remember them for life too. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Tell me what you think is important in a great relationship.